Jai Hind all, my name is Chaya and today we are going to start rest of the topic of the function that we had already discussed in the last class about the basic meaning of function. So today we are going to start rest of the topic just like strings, list and tuples. So here today we are going to start first the scope rules in Python, means what are the basic use of scope in function that are going to used in Python. Means scope of a name is just like the part of a program in which name can be used, just like same kind of name used, same type of function, that how do we run the program or run the value. So we are going to use the word scope. Means two variable can have the same name, and if they are declared in separate scopes, then the value can be printed. A variable cannot be used outside its scope, means we can use same kind of name under the scopes only, then the value can be printed. If we are going to use same kind of name apart from the scopes, then the value not printed. Okay. And there are several type of scopes comes under in Python, just like local scope, enclosing scope, global scope and built-in scope. So local scope just like extend the body of a functions and refer to anything intended in function definition, and variable including the parameters that are defined in the body of a function are local, that function and cannot be accessed outside the function. Same as enclosing scope. What do you mean by enclosing scope? Is just refer to the variables that are defined outside a function definition, and function is defined within the scope of other variables, then those variables are available inside that function definitions. Okay, and the variable are enclosed scope are available the statement within the functions only. So this is a normal definition of local scope and enclosing scope. Okay, here this is the most important topic, and some of the students already familiar with the name strings. Strings just like we want to print the value in terms of characters, in terms of words, and then we are going to use the name string. Basically strings are useful for printing the words and characters only. So strings are created by enclosing various characters within quotes, means we have to declare a string in this kind of quotes, double inverted commas, or you can use single inverted commas for any kind of word just like hello, or any kind of letter just like A. So we can use single inverted comma as well as double inverted commas for using any word, any sentence, any character or any letter. Python does not distinguish between single quotes and double quotes, means no need to worry, we can use single quotes as well as double quotes for printing any kind of words or characters. Okay, strings are of literal or scalar type, means Python interpreted them as a single value. If we are going to use any kind of sentence between double quotes, then it will create just like as a single value. It will not treat it just like a sentence, just like a word, just like a various number of letters. Okay, string in Python can be used as a single data type or alternatively can be accessed in parts also. Means string really useful and easier to handle in Python. Okay, here you can see the example. We have to declare any kind of variable just like var1, and if we are going to define or initialize the name string, then directly you can equals to and in between double inverted commas hello Python. Then if we want to print this var1, then it will directly print this sentence or this character hello space Python, directly print as well, you as it is you have written in this program. Okay, second one is length of a string. We are discussing about the string. String is just like any word, any sentence, any character, and if you are going to declare any string in double inverted commas, then we can measure the length of a string. Means length of a string in numeric forms 13, 14, 15. So if we want to print the length of a string, we have to use the function len function. This len function. This len function is used to count the length of a string, and len return the length or number of a character in the string. How many numbers of a characters include in a single string. Blank space, and if any special symbol is given in a string, then this len function are going to use that blank space also, and thus that special character also. Means the number are also counted for the blank space as well as special characters. Here you can see in the example, we are going to declare any variable, and the variable, the string of for this variable is hello Python. So you can see in hello Python, in this string there is one space and one special character. So if we are going to use the len means len function. So length, we are going to measure the length for which kind of variable, which kind of value, where kind of variable we are going to use, we are going to measure the length of this variable. So we have to mention in the parenthesis the variable name. Okay, so we mention where. So after enter the run commands, it will directly print the length of the variable. Means it include 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Means space is also counted and special character is given in the string, then the special character is also counted. So it will count under all the things which comes under inverted commas. It will count each and everything and gives the length of the variable. Okay. Len function return the value 13 because not only characters but also blank space and exclamation mark in our string to be counted, which I already told you. Okay. Now comes to the second part of a string, which is called concatenation and repeat operation. Concatenation, just like to merge two strings or two lists. Concatenation means we want to print more than two lists or more than three lists, then we have to concatenate that kind of list. Means you can see in the example here, it is given x variable and the list x variable is 1, 2, 3, it carry y carry 4, 5, 6, and we have to merge these two lists. So for merging these two lists, how do we can do the operation? We use concatenate. Concatenation always used by plus operator. Means if we want to merge 2 or 3 lists, then we use the operator plus for merging these kind of lists, and it comes under third variable, that is z. Means if we are going to given x, y, z, there are 3 lists given in the program and we have to merge these 3 lists. So for merging we used plus operator, x plus y plus z, and for merging these kind of value and for printing these kind of value, these operation comes under another variable, that is t. So t will be printed. When t will be printed, then it will print all the values which comes under x, y or any other variable. Is called concatenation. Okay, you can see in the presentation also same kind of concept is already written in the PPT. Okay. Next is repeat. Repeat means list can be replicated, repeated or repeatedly concatenated with the asterisk. Means if we have to going any list as is equals to 2, 4, 6 and we want to print this list for 4 times, then for always repeating and replicating a list, we always use our operator asterisk. Asterisk is used for repeat same kind of list or replicate any kind of list, then we use asterisk operation into the variable. Like we want to print x and we want to print this kind of list 4 times, so we use print x asterisk 4 times. So it will print 4 times, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. 4 times it will be printed. Okay. So this is called repeat and replicate of a string or of a list. String slices. String slices means we have read the len function. Len function is just like to measure the length of the string. Same as string slices. if we want to measure the length between a particular value to the particular value, means we want to read the length from H to O only, and we does not want to read other rest of the strings. So we use slices. Slices means it break the strings. It break the string where the user want to print. Like user want to print the string only from H to O. So it will take the index value of H to O. So index value matter. Index value matter where the character is stored in the memory, and you already know index value start from the 0 to n minus 1. So we start the value, index value of any string from the 0. So here we are going to start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Space is also counted 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we want to print this kind of variable from 0 to 4 only. 0 to 4 only means we break the string from 0 to 4 only. So then it will read from 0 to 4 only, means 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, number 4 is not printed because, as I already told you, index value is vary from 0 to n minus 1, means 0 to 4. 0 to 4 minus 1 means 0 to 3. The value will be printed from 0 to 3 only. Okay, you already know that. And it will, 0th element, and will extend the 3rd element while excluding the 4th element. Got it? Next is indexing in Python. Indexing in Python, just like we showing the index value of any strings, means it refer to an element of an iterable by its position. Just like we want to print index value, we want to print a proper one character according to their index. I have already told you before this that we are going to use string and we want to print a limited string according to their indexed value. Just like I want to print only one index and the index name is 4. So it will directly that character which are present in 4th location. So we are going to use indexing in function when we are indexing in string, when we are going to print only special character or a particular character according to their index value. Okay, here you can see, means there is a list ABCD and list name is ABCD, index value is 0, 1, 2, 3, and I want to print a letter D from this list. So we have to mention this index position for printing the this kind of character. So how do we use my list? And we are going to use the index position like 0. In 0 A is stored, so it will be print A as an output. Okay, so it is indexing in Python. Here is tuples. Tuples, most of the time there a question can be raised like difference between tuples and list and dictionaries. So interview questions may arise in tuples, from tuples also. So tuples is just like none other than is a collection of values or the sequence or series values of different types which is separated by commas. Means we can use different type of strings in a single list and it is separated by commas, is called tuple. Values in tuples can be accessed by their indexed value, which are integers starting from the 0. Okay, how do we create a tuple in Python? So to create a tuple in Python, all the elements, all the items are placed inside the parenthesis. All the items are placed inside the parenthesis and each item is separated to other item through commas like A, comma, B, comma, C, and every item is enclosed in double inverted or single inverted commas. Okay, tuple can have any number of different data items, that is integer, strings, floats, etc. Okay, tuple with there are tuples with several number of data items, just like tuples with integer data items. If tuple is given in integer data items like 4295, then we can print tuple, then as it is it will print like this as an output. If tuple with items of different data types, means we can use tuple with different data types, means we can collect the combination of integer as well as string in the tuple, and if we want to print that kind of tuple, it will directly print this value, means here we use integer as well as string. So tuple is familiar with the mixture of data types like float, string, integer, etc. Okay, nested tuple can be used for printing the values, like we can use a list, we can use the single value, we can use the word, we can use the numbers in nested tuples, then it will directly print it as it is the user will give. Okay, tuple can be created without parenthesis also, means no need to define a parenthesis. We can declare a number of variables in double inverted commas through separated by commas only, no need to use parenthesis, it will directly give an output. Okay. Number enclosed in square brackets along with the name of the tuple, means if here the tuple is given, okay, and we want to print the single value from the tuple, so we have to mention the indexed position of any tuple to print a single value, just like print tup1. Tup1 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here tup1, in the position of tup1, 2 is stored, so it will directly print a single value, that is 2 from the index. Here is last, that is list. List means is also a series of values in Python. How do we define a list and a tuple in Python? List means all values are of any type. Okay, values in a list are called elements or items. List is a collection of items or elements. Sequence of data in a list is ordered, can be accessed by their positions, indices. Means if you are seeing the difference between tuples and lists, there is only one difference I have seen, the parenthesis. Tuples are used parenthesis and without parenthesis, and we can take the any kind of value. Okay, in list we are going to use this kind of bracket for storing the value. Other than this, there is no such kind of difference is seen between the list and tuples. Okay, so for today this is enough, and we will going to discuss the various type of programs in next class, which is related to list, tuples, functions, strings, arguments, and other so many types of functions related in next class. So for today, this is the last topic of list. We will discuss rest of the topics in next class. Thank you.